The Ninja 400 has long been the king of beginner sport bikes. It's the bike that got me hooked, and it's the one I still ride. For many new riders, the Ninja 400 has been the start of everything. But now there's a new heir rising fast, the 2025 Ninja 500. And today we're gonna find out if it's just a glow up or if this is the best beginner sport bike yet. Stick around because we'll be doing a short rider fit test and a raw sound comparison with a used Ninja 400 that has a slip-on exhaust. So why does this matter? The Ninja 400 didn't just sell well, it became the gold standard for lightweight sport bikes. It's been the #1 choice for new riders, commuters, and even track day regulars. I've been riding one for 3 years now, and let me tell you, it's everything you want in your first sport bike. It's light, flickable, reliable, and just fun enough without being intimidating. Track riders modify them to push them to the limit, while beginners use them to hone in their skills. Heck, the Ninja 400 was even winning races in the lightweight touring class as recently as 2023. So when I heard Kawasaki was discontinuing it, I was bummed and honestly kind of confused. It's affordable, approachable, and has a massive fan base. But then Kawasaki revealed what they were really up to, evolving the Ninja 500. Now, I have some questions. So why did Kawasaki do all this? Why bring back the 500 nameplate? Kawasaki has a few key reasons. The updated engine now meets Euro 5 standards, and it's a necessary change. But Kawasaki used it as an opportunity to make this bike even better. The 500's bump and displacement helps it compete with the Honda CBR 500R and the Yamaha R7, making it more performance-oriented while still remaining beginner-friendly. The Ninja 400 and 500 share a lot of the same DNA, but let's take a closer look at how the 500 stands apart. The 2025 Ninja 500 has a new engine, Kawasaki's 451cc parallel twin, which is the same as their Eliminator, which is a bit bigger than the 399cc unit in the Ninja 400. And that extra displacement makes a real difference in performance. Horsepower. 51 horsepower from 49. You get 31.7 pound-feet up from 28 pound-feet, and this bag roll weighs 370 pounds up from 366. The 0 to 60 is pretty similar, roughly around 4.5 seconds, and the top speed is around 115 to 118. The extra torque makes the 500 feel smoother and stronger in the mid-range, exactly where beginner riders spend most of their time. For context, the Ninja 400 might technically have a higher top speed than the CBR 500R, but the Ninja 500 will leave it behind in the mid-range. The 500 has a sharper, more modern look too. It got an aggressive fairing redesign that has a taller and wider windscreen that gives you better wind protection. You also get a sculpted fuel tank that hugs your knees and a slimmer tail section and updated rear. Let's talk about the tech because the Ninja 500 packs some smart upgrades. So you're gonna get an assistant slipper clutch that gives you smoother downshifts and reduced rear wheel hop. You get an economical riding indicator, which helps riders to be more fuel efficient. Not that most of us care, but you also get smartphone connectivity via the Rideology app for data tracking and diagnostics. The LCD instrumentation looks way better this year in my opinion, and it provides clear and easy to read speed, RPM, and other metrics. Now, let's talk about safety. The Ninja 500 brings a few key upgrades to keep things stable. ABS is optional, providing a safety net, especially in tricky conditions or emergency braking. On the 500, you're gonna get an upgraded front brake that gives you upgraded calipers to give you more stopping power, which equals better control, especially for tricky conditions and new riders. The lightweight trellis frame of the 500 offers a bit more stability without sacrificing the nimbleness of the 400. It feels rock solid even under hard braking. All right, if you know me, I have to see if they're short rider friendly. This and the 400 both have a seat height of 30.9 inches. And I can flat foot on one side or get the balls of both my feet on the ground, and I'm 5'2" 3/4" with a 27-inch inseam. Honestly, the height of these bikes is one of the reasons that they are so popular for new riders and short riders. It's super approachable and super light. So after you've been riding one for a while, you can ride any tall bike for the most part, but this one will set you up for success. All right, let's talk sound. The 500 comes stock with a deeper, smoother tone compared to the 400. But if you're like me and want a bit more character, a slip-on exhaust can make a huge difference. Let's hear them both back to back. While the prices are super similar, the 500 gives you more power and more tech for that slight price bump. But honestly, whether you go for the Ninja 400 or 500, you're getting an amazing beginner bike. When I first got my Ninja 400, I couldn't leave it alone. I made a few upgrades right away, like a tail tidy, slip-on exhaust, windscreen, race rails for stability and protection, and shorty mirrors for that aggressive look. I could not stand the stock one. All those tweaks though really gave it a custom feel and improved the overall riding experience. The 500 on the other hand brings some serious value straight out of the box with its extra power, tech upgrades, and improved handling. The Ninja 500 is hard to beat. So, is the Ninja 500 the new king of beginner bikes? Honestly, maybe. They're so similar in so many ways that I don't see a reason to upgrade if you already have a 400. But if you're just starting out, the 500 is a great choice. It's beginner friendly, but still gives you room to grow. Whether you're looking at a 400 or a 500, both are super approachable, super fun, and will have you hooked for years to come. So, what do you think? Is the Ninja 500 your next bike? Drop a comment below and let us know if you have any questions.